What's up guys, welcome to LYRE's music channel where we discuss music production and songwriting. If you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button down below. Alright guys, here we go, continuing with my series on how I produced my song Girl It Was Perfect. So this is video number 5. In video number 4, I discussed mostly how I produced verse 2. I went back to it in the second session and just like really dug into the production. So this is part 2 of that. This is just me working on verse 2 more and more and more. I think I try some new guitar parts, do some synth parts, stuff like that. So yeah, it's just a lot of work, hopefully a lot of fun for you guys to watch. As always, if you don't understand something I'm doing, just ask in the comments, I'll reply. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get to it.
All right guys, we're back. So I am still producing the second verse in this video mostly. So we're heading straight to bass now. So you can see me looking at the bass in the chorus and flying it straight to the second verse. Why has everything gotten so loud? I just keep cranking my ears up and up and up until I'm fucking going deaf.
Took all the pieces of me I've been mean to. Many of them whole with love. Took all the pieces of me I've been mean to. Many of them
I'm just doom, doom, doo, doo, doom, something like that. Shoo, 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 shoo. Let me go. Boom. We're late. So annoying. Why is it so fucking annoying? Dun, dun, da, da, da. Sha, sha, sha. Right? Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. And we don't need that. Ba, ba, da, da, da. Yeah.
of me I've been mean to. Many of them whole.
You want to do 5 of A, A, D.
Mean to. Many of them whole.
No, I don't like the 5. It's too cheap.
Mean to. Many of them whole with
I
love.
do like that.
Many of them whole with love.
Do we like maybe? Oh, maybe this hum doesn't have.
Many of them whole with love.
Yeah, I think so. But like,
Many of them whole with love. Set every part of my mind with that good. I'm thinking I'm mean, body like a
yeah, there you go.
All right, so what you saw me do here is I just shortened the vocal stack that I sang in the last video for the first time around that the verse goes around, and then had the long version for the end. And now I'm flying my stomps, which I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I have stomps layered with kicks in like every track. It's like a thing that I very, very commonly do.
Set every part of my mind with that good. I'm thinking I'm mean, body like a plan.
Yeah, and what I'm doing now is I'm just grabbing that part that's that interesting percussion that we made in the last video that's like choo 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 choo, and just really flying it around, because like I mentioned in the last video, the whole point of this verse was this like stop and go feel, da 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 da, stop, back in.
Better, I like me better than the girl that was with love. Set every part of my mind.
Okay, I think that's wrong. Let's go here. Here we go.
Set every part of my mind with that good. I'm thinking I'm mean, body like a planet. Yeah, I've been mean to. Many of them whole with love.
Whoa, whoa. Hey, like.
I've been mean to. Many of them whole with love.
Yeah, like a little 808 slide. Do I save any of my 808 slides that I always make? No, because I hate myself. I should be saving them. I should be saving them instead of having to make a new one every time I'm wanting to do that. Giving it space, even on days I don't feel at home in it.
Took all the pieces of me I've been mean.
Yeah, gosh. It like honestly could be this, but we're gonna do like from like down fucking there. Oh, that's weird. That's not what I wanted, but
I've been mean to the pieces of me. I've been mean to.
I really like that. It's not what I meant. It's like less of a. It's more like cool.
Took all the pieces of me. I've been mean to.
Or did we want to do like more of a?
Me, I've been mean to. Took all the pieces of me. I've been mean to.
No.
I've been mean to every part of my mind with that good.
So just to clarify, an 808 slide is just really an idea like descended from your normal general bass slide in a band, but they are fun, like really fun for electronic music. Yeah, and if you make them, do save them because you can apply them to any key pretty much.
Like longer.
Said every part.
I like that.
Said every part of my mind with that. Said every part of my mind with that. Said every part of my mind with that good. Said every part of my mind with that good. Said every part of my mind with that good. I'm thinking I'm enough. Good. I'm thinking I'm.
So you guys can't see this because my head covers it. But what I'm doing is just creating a bass slide up at the end of this phrase. So it's womp, which if you know my tracks, like I do that in almost every track. I love 808 slides so much.
I kind of want to make a different 808 that's not as buzzy. Low key, I do.
Yeah, this is a thing I've heard younger producers worry about. Like, oh, I need to use one bass or like one kick sound or one snare sound for the whole song. I'm like, no, you don't. You know, a lot of the times it actually really helps the dynamics to shift things around. Like, I have a very buzzy, like very powerful sounding 808 on the chorus. So I'm looking for something rounder and smoother here. Also, I think I mentioned this plugin Sublab before, but if you guys don't already use it and you make a lot of music that's 808 heavy, it would be really ideal to have in your arsenal. It's got great sounds, really easy controls, it's got a distortion knob right there, you know. It's just a really fun plugin to have, and it's pretty
I
inexpensive.
think these might turn to whole notes or something, just to like give it a different vibe.
Body like a planet. Giving it space even on day.
So one thing to remember about bass, which what I'm doing right now is a perfect demonstration for, is it is an instrument created specifically to keep rhythm along with the drums, right? So your job is to help move the rhythmic signature of the song along. I don't even know if that's the thing, but that sounds smart. So I'm gonna say rhythmic signature. But truly, you know, you can see me here switching from whole notes to 16th notes to 8th notes, and that's kind of what you want to play with if you want the part to be interesting.
Space even on days I don't feel at home in it. Planet. Giving it space even on days.
I do like this. It's good.
One thing about editing this video that was really funny is like this was probably 6 hours long. I mean, I took breaks too, but the majority of it was me sitting here and just like listening to the song, trying to come up with ideas, which, you know, just goes to show you like you can't rush.
Thinking I'm enough.
Maybe like
Thinking I'm enough. Thinking I'm enough. Body like a planet. I'm thinking I'm enough. Body like that good. I'm thinking I'm enough. Body like a planet. Giving it space.
So as if you hear me make unseemly noises above a track, I'm just envisioning different melodies by different instruments.
Like a body like a planet. Like one of those, like on this maybe track.
I like it better. Perfect.
Yeah, like one of those, you know? And bye.
Body like a planet. Body like a planet. Giving it space, even.
Like, and then put like the thing on it, the filter.
Body like a planet. Body like a planet. Giving it space.
It's cool. It's like sounds almost like spacey.
So this is one thing I have to mention, especially for you guys that know the song. You guys are probably listening to this melody and going, wait, this is not in the song. So I did end up changing this melody, mostly because the dynamic just felt really off for me with the track.
Yeah, I definitely can't have a pause because this is like the pause. This is like the spy. Maybe.
Thinking I'm mean enough. Body like a planet. Giving it space.
On the planet, that planet, I'm up on. She's round like a planet. Is that fucking stupid? I'm gonna try it. I will try this. She round like a planet.
Giving it space even on days.
Yeah, this was actually one of the toughest spots in the song. That's why I kept like going there, coming back, going there, coming back. Is like I ended up changing the melody because it just didn't work.
Put it out, got cool. Like, maybe like this.
I'm thinking I'm
Side note, please don't make a meme out of this dance move.
Maybe no snap.
I'm thinking I'm mean enough. Body like a planet. Giving it space even on days I don't feel at home in it. Maybe I'm not.
Okay, that feels a lumber now.
Giving it space even on days I don't feel at home in it.
Maybe I want to hear like a different instrument here. A guitar, like an electric or something.
Enough. Body like a planet.
The electric should be so cheesy, like a wah electric.
Enough. Body like a planet.
I don't. How melodic. Ba 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 da 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 da. That's a lot of rhythm. So like something maybe like.
So you guys saw what I just did here. I sang the melody and I was like, this is a lot of rhythm. I need a counterpoint for it, which is a good tip.
I don't feel at home in.
Why am I just like always wanting to just sing? I'm like, I don't want to find an instrument. I just want to sing it. Beep, 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 boo, doo, boo, joo. This was actually a really interesting pad. Let me see if I can make something happen with this. Me.
Enough. Body like a planet. Enough. Body like a planet. Giving it space even on days I don't feel
I like it.
at home in it.
So for those that are wondering, this pad is from Omnisphere. You can also see that I do have some other plugins layered to make this instrument. I think there's Valhalla in there, something else, which is something I do a lot. You know, I just make my own stacks of instruments and use them over and over again.
Enough. Body like a planet. Giving it space even on days I don't feel at home in it.
It's really nice. It is really nice. Let's see.
Body like a planet. Giving it space even on days I don't feel at home in it. Body like a
Right here, I'm adding a little bit of glide to it.
minute. Body like a planet. Giving it space even on days.
Try octave up from here.
Body like a planet. Giving it space even on days I don't feel at home in it.
So just a little aside here too, the pad, you can hear it sounds like a space pad, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like a little laser or something like that. So a lot of the times this can be cheesy, so be careful with this, but tucked in like this, I felt like it was a nice little bit of subliminal messaging going with the lyrics.
And choose this rhythm right here on this bar. bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, boom. Like something a little different. G, D, king.
Giving it space even on days I don't feel at home in it.
Maybe no. Bum, 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 ba-da-ka, boom.
I don't feel at home in it. Maybe I'm not.
Ma, bum, bum, ba-da-pa. Maybe even do that with like the guitar too. Bum, bum, ba-da-ka, boom. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, boom. What do they feel?
So kind of a fun thing I'm doing here is I'm matching up all the rhythms of all the different instruments to create like a very strong rhythmic moment, right? Because if everything is doing the same rhythm, it really makes it stick in your mind. It really emphasizes it. So, you know, you can hear I have the guitar going dun, 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 da, 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 and then I think the kick is doing the same thing. And I'm pretty sure the 808 as well. So yeah, that really helps bring that moment to attention.
I don't feel at home in it.
Kick, same thing. Mute this for a second.
I don't feel at home in it.
1, 2, 3, and a 2, and 1.
Yeah, and this is something I do in every single track. I just pick a rhythm to emphasize and I just go for it, you know, no holding back, because that just really makes it stick in people's minds.
Alright, and we've got the same.
I don't feel at home in it.
And maybe we do a bit shorter.
I don't feel at home. I don't feel at home in it. I don't feel at home in it. I don't feel at home in it.
I do like that.
Home in it. Giving it space.
Yeah, and you can see me here deleting things that are in conflict with that rhythm, just wanting to really have it have its moment.
Maybe I do like the same.
I don't feel at home in it. I don't feel at home in it. Maybe home in it. Home in it. Maybe home in it. Maybe
There.
home in it. Maybe on days I don't feel at home in it. Maybe I'm not what I was then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So quickly. No, like maybe like just.
So, and what I'm doing here, I'm just making sure that that quote space pad is coming in where I want it to. Because a lot of the times instruments like that, they just have a very loose attack. So sometimes it doesn't really sync up with the track. So you have to kind of just listen and fix it yourself.
Where's my really beautiful fill that I made? There she is.
Good, good. I don't feel at home in it. Giving it space even on days.
Like some kind of guitar, like arp or something. La, F sharp. So F sharp 135. I'm gonna try something like this, but I think it might be.
Party like a planet.
There's no point in it. That's really cool. That's a really cool fucking sample.
Giving it space even on days I don't feel at home in it. Party like a planet.
I think most of you guys know that I love Splice at this point. LYRE even has a Splice pack. Check it out. But yeah, a lot of the times it's more interesting too to find a sample than to make something from scratch. Like I love the sample. I love what it does here.
Is that weird or is that cool? I like actually really like that. Let me see how it goes with the harmonic of the vocal. With the vocal, please.
Good, good. I'm thinking I'm enough. Party like a planet. Giving it space even on days I don't. Good, good. I'm thinking I'm enough. Party like a planet.
Kind of doesn't seem like maybe. Yeah, maybe I melodyne it. It's just too harmonic right there.
Party like a planet. Giving it space even on days I don't feel.
So let's try. Let's try.
Party like a planet. Party like a planet.
So guys, I melodyne absolutely everything. Like, I'm not shy to melodyne a string part, melodyne a guitar part, like anything goes. But you know, you do have to keep in mind, like, it probably will need to be tucked in.
Party like a planet. Giving it space. Party like a planet.
Yeah, you can just hear a lot of like kind of funkiness going on right there because, you know, there is a whole stack of notes that melodyne is trying to process. But, you know, for something that's tucked in, it's kind of cool.
I like it. Maybe like tremolate it or something. Make it like weirder even. Maybe, yeah. What if I do sister? I mean eighth triplets, excuse me.
Giving it space.
And here's just a little tip on layering synths the way I'm doing here, or samples or whatever it is. Do it by register. You know, I've got the like lower and then I have an octave above that. You know, that thing. And I think that's what makes it work.
But it adds like a dimension of legato. That's it's a real thing. It's made it up. Dimension of legato. To an otherwise very rhythmic song.
Maybe I'm not what I was then. Don't see a perfect 10, but I see confidence.
Let me go right here. I do love this like.
Maybe I'm not what I was then. Don't see a perfect 10, but I see.
I need a bass.
Giving it space even on days I don't feel at home. Perfect 10, but I see confidence. Looking at her outfit, brown hair. Maybe I'm not what I was.
It'd be cool to have like some kind of little oof. I call them impacts, but they're really not. I don't know, they are, I guess. They're small impacts. Let me see what I have. Poof. Poof.
Yeah, you guys know this if you know my tracks. Like very tiny details, something tucked in at like minus 27 dBs is like very important to me, you know, because to me, I can kind of feel the subtle dynamic shifts those things introduce. And yeah, I like it.
Perfect 10, but I see I don't feel at home. Maybe I'm not what I was then. Don't see a perfect 10, but I see confidence. Looking at her outfit, I don't feel at home. Maybe I'm not what I was then. Don't see a perfect 10.
What if I do like this little friend right here?
I don't feel at home.
Yeah, generally speaking, effects is something that I play with towards the end of the production process. Sometimes I put them in at the beginning, but I really do like to listen a lot and fill out anything that needs just a little extra spice.
Not what I was then. Don't see a perfect 10.
Where's my bass slide? Where is she?
What I was then. Don't see a perfect 10.
Oh, that doesn't work.
Not what I was then. Don't see a perfect 10, but I see confidence. Maybe I'm not what I was then. Don't see a perfect 10, but I see confidence.
I think it should be like do boom.
Don't see a perfect 10, but I see confidence. Looking at her outfit.
Okay, I like want to do one of these fucking things.
Confidence.
And here's another example of me cutting up the guitar to match the kick, ta 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 ta, just strengthening that rhythm.
Brown hair, yeah, I like her better than the.
Give me like a no. I mean, that's totally not it. Y solo step up. But like
Perfect 10, but I see confidence. Looking at her outfit. Perfect 10, but I see confidence.
pretty good.
Just a little aside about this effect. I'm pretty sure this is like me singing a held note, tremolated, possibly reversed. And then I've, gone ahead and saved it from the session this was in. And now I'm just like pitch correcting it and using it in here, which I think is pretty fun.
Is that weird? Do we need to hear without vocals? I think we do. I do like it. I think it just needs like a more of a sweep. Like honestly, that's cool. It's like
So yeah, I do this a lot too. Like I layer effects. I don't try to just make one thing work. If I hear additional layers to it, I just go ahead and layer stuff up until I think it's cool.
Yeah, I think it does need like something like supporting it. Bum 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 da 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 da. I don't even remember really what this sounds like. It's totally like,
So here's a little bit of a backstory about what I'm doing now, this like very distorted, low, mid, heavy kind of synth situation. So this is actually kind of an old trick. I'm pretty sure producers like Max Martin in like the late 90s, early 2000s used it. Usually they had like a distorted electric guitar playing a bit of a low register and tucking it in under choruses. So this is kind of like the idea, just grabbing something low and distorted, that isn't necessarily bass, just like a lower synth, and having it kind of crunch down, turn down pretty low. Like I think, what is that, -20 that I have there? And what that does is it just adds a like feeling of power, that like grr underneath whatever you're doing. And it's funny, it actually works really well even with really cute kind of feminine type of tracks, as well as the more masculine ones as well. So yeah, fun little trick. Yeah, you guys missed this for me, but I just was trying to lay down some electric guitar right here. I do think I end up taking this out, but it is kind of funny to see when you try stuff out and you just hear it in context and you're like, nope.
that's weird. I don't know if I like it. No.
So here's a fun fact about this plugin that you guys just saw, Camel Space. I'm pretty sure it's been discontinued. I think I've had people ask me about it because I used it on Butterflies by Gabbie Hanna, and I think I've had somebody look it up and go, hey, that isn't around anymore. So yeah, it is interesting how that works. Sometimes oldies are goodies, but speaking of that, still, like, I would actually love to hear what plugins you guys are using, because I kind of get to sometimes it just gets out of my ways, and if there's something that's brand new that you guys are loving, leave it in the comments down below, please.
Let's go. Giving it space, even on days.
Giving it space, even on days I don't feel at home. Maybe I'm giving it space, even on days I don't feel at home. Maybe giving it space, even on days I don't feel at home. Space, even giving it space, even space, even on days.
So for those of you guys that don't know, what I'm doing here is I'm just like tuning down this sharp vocal right now. I don't always use like the built-in Ableton tuner. Actually, most of the time I don't, because it can be a bit crude, but I knew this was going to be like a demo I would replace, so I didn't care at the moment.
Maybe I'm not what I was then. Don't see a perfect 10.
I kind of want this to also roll.
So I'm adding a bit of a piano roll on these chords that lead from the second verse into the second chorus. You know, instead of having all the notes hit at the same time, having them roll, you know, one earlier than the other. So yeah, and this is basically what I did to fix up the second verse. Nothing crazy, but subtle changes that made a big difference.
Okay, I do think I fixed this verse.
All right, guys, hopefully that was helpful to you. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comment box. And stay tuned for video number 6. In that one, I will be finishing this session, which is my second session for the song. So it's a lot of fiddly stuff that's coming up, just like me really perfecting bass, bar drum parts, things like that. So yeah, stay tuned for that. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe down below. And I'll see you guys on the next video.